What's going on, guys? My name is Arnas, and today I'm going to talk about how to make $10,000 a month with 2 hours of work per day with Instagram. First of all, uh, yes, I've done it before. My name is Arnas, and I've been running a business called Passionate Income for almost 4 years now. And we have like a million followers on Instagram, almost 100,000 on email. Um, and so on and so forth. I've done this before, so I know what I'm talking about. Yes, I look young. I am, in fact, 21. Okay, for the past 2 years, I've been traveling the world, visited 24 countries in the past 2 years, and been making 10 to 20K a month with Instagram alone. Okay, not counting any other businesses, just one Instagram faceless page. Okay, and also I have like my notes here, so don't mind me looking down. So pretty much, around 4 years ago when I started Passionate Income, I realized that there's an opportunity, uh, on Instagram where you can actually make money by not showing your face but still posting every single day. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go on Instagram at Passionate Income. That's how it's called, and check it out. Check out my profile. You realize what we're all about. In the meantime, I worked with many different brands like Morning Brew, The Hustle, and many other big influencers. I met so many influential people. I actually got invited to like a private jet, just because I run this page and I worked with this influencer guy for a while. So that's kind of my background, and faceless pages pretty much let me do it. So what I love here is Instagram theme pages are nowhere near as saturated as anything else in the market. So everything you hear, you just go online and you're like, oh, start a marketing agency, SMMA, do an agency, provide this AI consulting service, do this, do that. All of these things are great, but this is so oversaturated. So pretty much in US alone, there are around 30 million business owners, but only 10% of them make seven figures or more a year. So that's 3 million businesses, right? And those are the businesses that are actually going to hire like freelancers and agencies and stuff like that to help them grow. And in 2023 or in 2022, there were around 70 million Americans, Americans alone, that freelanced in some way, shape, or form. So they may have a job, but they freelanced on the side, and some of them were freelancing full time. So in the US alone, you're competing with like 70 million people, and that's not counting all the other talent you have abroad, right? Personally, I'm from Lithuania, so even in Lithuania, there's like a bunch of people freelancing and working for like American companies or companies in the UK. And it's just overly saturated, to be honest. It's very hard to get clients. And me as a business owner, I at least combined in a day on Instagram DMs, email, and so on and so forth. I probably get like 15 to 20 offers to work with someone, who promises to increase my revenue, increase my views, or whatever else they're promising, pretty much. So, it's very saturated. Also, with Instagram theme pages, you only have like three moving pieces, which you need to nail down. So it's not like, an e-commerce business where you have like 100 different things that need to go right to make big money. Also, you can run this, like as I said, in like 2 hours a day, sometimes 1 hour a day, and obviously you can hire a team for that, and spend like 10 minutes a day. And again, it's great because you don't need to show your face. So that's pretty much Instagram theme pages, right? Also, you need to realize that you can do this anywhere in the world. I'm in a random car right now in Spain, okay, filming this, and I'm running my business fully, over like here on my phone. I'm filming on my phone. Anywhere you can have your phone on and an Instagram app on, that's it. Like, you have it nailed. That's it. That's all you need. You need internet connection and you need an Instagram app. And also, to make this happen, to make 10K a month, one of my favorite things here is you don't need to create your own product. So you don't need to be the guru, you don't need to create funnels, you don't need to do anything like that. Okay? You can just sell shoutouts. So, um, like there are three moving pieces and like kind of four pieces in general, but three are always changing. So first of all, you need to choose a niche. Okay? Then you need to create content. Okay? Number three is you actually growing the page or getting the followers, where a lot of people trip up. And fourth is monetization. So choosing a niche, you actually do it only once. So that's why I say there are three moving pieces. So you choose a niche once and you create the content, you grow the page, and you monetize obviously every single day. So let's start off with the niche, right? That's probably the most important step you need to take, and funny enough, it's the first step. So first of all, about the niche, you need to consider that you need to choose a niche where business owners will want to pay you money to get on your page. So you need to kind of look into the future and ask yourself, who will want to advertise with me? Because you have to understand, like, companies don't want to advertise to huge audiences without any specifics. Like, if you take a look at a meme page with like 20 million followers, it's really hard for them to get like specific sponsors, because their audience is just so huge and so generic that they don't have a proper avatar. And that's what you want to have. You want to have like a tightly defined avatar of who your audience is. And there's a bunch of niches you can choose. You can choose something very general and wide too, but still a bit niche down. So some of these big niches are health, wealth, fashion, beauty, pets, and so on. And you can go even, deeper. Let's say in wealth, you can have a sub niche of venture capital or investment banking. Those niches are still huge. There are pages about investment banking with like 800,000 followers on Instagram. Just imagine how much that audience is worth. If like every person who's following is involved in investment banking, their probably average net worth of each individual over there is like $500,000 or more, and you have like 800,000 of those people. So you have to think kind of upfront. I'm not saying you need to choose something like very, very high niche, elegant, or anything like that, but you have to kind of define who you're targeting. On Passionate Income, we're targeting people who may be already entrepreneurs, but they're also just starting off, right? So it's pretty wide, but it is about business and entrepreneurship and about income, obviously, right? So another thing is, when people see this, okay, their first thought is, all right, you know what? I'm very passionate about, I don't know, karate or surfing or Muay Thai. Let me start a page there. That's a great idea, but being in business for like online business almost 6 years now, I can tell you what, usually when you choose your passion over like profitability potential, you're not gonna make as much money. Okay, so what you want to make sure is it overlaps. Okay, so you want your passion and whatever you choose, like a niche you choose, to kind of overlap the profitability potential. All right, this way you can actually like what you're posting and also at the same time make money. No one wants to make money from something they hate, but also you don't want to do something you really, really love, but then you can't make money. That's, a nightmare. So here's a quick kind of question for you, right? Again, about the niche and what I was talking about, like investment bankers. Would you rather have 100,000 followers or 10 million followers? And the answer is, it depends on the followers, right? So if you have 100,000 people which are worth 1 million net worth, okay? Just 100,000 followers, that's it. I'm not talking about tens of millions. 100,000 followers you can reach in any niche on Instagram, easy. So if you have 100,000 people with a $10 million net worth, that like general net worth, combined net worth of your following is $100 billion. Okay, and if you have 10 million people following you, but they only have like $100 net worth, which is like a lot of kids, who follow these meme pages or people who live paycheck to paycheck. If you have 10 million of them, but their net worth is $100, that's only 1 billion in total net worth. Okay, so even if you have 100,000 followers and this high defined niche, it's worth 100 times more than like 10 million followers in generic niche, right? So you have to think about this as like a TV channel or a magazine. Um, you're building like a mini media empire here. It's not like you're just building a page. You have to think up front, you have to think big. So you put out the content and you build an audience just so the companies can pay you to advertise with you. So it's super simple, right? You just have to understand that and think about, uh, TV channels or magazines that broke people read, right? They really hardly can get very like high quality sponsors. But there are some magazines and TV channels who you think like, who watches this stuff? But usually it's watched by like high, net worth individuals, and they can get insane, like truly insane sponsors for like a crazy amount of money, right? So you have to understand that. Also, when you chose a niche and that's done, what you want to do is actually start creating content, okay? So, how do you create content? Let me get into that. So, first of all, you don't want to come up with any content ideas, okay? Like zero content ideas. The whole model is based on trendjacking. That doesn't mean stealing anyone's content or anything like that, but you want to be trendjacking. That's what it's all about. Basically, what you do is you go on these different social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You go there, you create new social media accounts, and you start interacting with the content in the niche you chose. Okay, so let's say you chose investment banking. You start interacting with a bunch of content on these platforms about investment banking. And the next day you go on these platforms. These platforms will purposely feed you the best content they can get in investment banking because they want to keep you on their platform. So let the algorithms do the work, right? Why are you, researching content for hours when you can use algorithms to kind of feed you the best content out there? Because what happens, my laptop fell off. What happens on like with algorithms is usually when you just go on the platform for the first time of the day or when you just turn on the app, they will feed you the most engaging content that's the right fit for you so you can stay on the platform longer. And then as you scroll down, they'll like show you the least, interacted videos with and show you like untouched videos basically. So you want to focus on like high virality content. You want the algorithms to feed you, and that's it. What you do, you found, the content you like, you swipe that content and you repackage it with something like Canva or CapCut. That's it. Those are the two softwares you need pretty much to run this business. Canva for like graphic design and pictures and stuff like that, and CapCut for video edits. That's it. That's how it works. You just take the videos and you recreate them with CapCut, or you take the, very viral news article and you recreate that with Canva. So all this content creation shouldn't take you more than 1 to 2 hours a day when you nail it down. And that's pretty much what you're gonna do from the day to day. That's it. There's not much more when you have the niche, and that's how you get the followers too. I'm gonna get into that. But at first, obviously, as you're learning, as you're trying to come up with your templates and stuff like that, obviously it will take some time, to create all of that. But when you have everything nailed down, when you have the algorithms feeding you the content, it will only take 1 to 2 hours a day. And when you get really, really good at it, a year or two down the line, it will pretty much take you like 20 minutes if you don't have a team. And if you have a team, which I would suggest you have a team down the line, then it's gonna take you like literally 0 minutes, because your team will find the content and you'll teach them. So pretty much, you already have the content. How to get followers? How do you go viral on Instagram? So it's very easy. Post 3 reels a day. That's it. Reels still have a massive potential. That's the only way to get followers from the start quick. Okay? Posts, like regular posts, won't really go viral until you are at like 50,000 followers or something more, than zero. And stories, I wouldn't even post stories at the beginning, because you have 0 followers and stories only show to your followers. So, again, what I would suggest you to do is just focus on reels. 3 reels a day. Consistency is key here. 3 reels a day. And you don't want to use any bots or follow for follow schemes or commenting or anything like that. Just post reels 3 times a day. That's it. Okay? What happens over time is, and I coach a lot of people. I've been coaching people for almost 2 years now. What happens over time is, as you start uploading these reels, you might not get a bunch of views right away, but what Instagram algorithm is doing is it's sending your content to like different audience pools, okay? And it's testing out your content, with one pool of audience. Maybe you get like 20 views, 100 views, maybe sometimes 300 views. Maybe you get 20 views again, but it's testing to different audiences. And after some number of reels, it could be 30, it could be 50, it could be 100, it could be 80. Something clicks there, okay? And what happens is you start going extremely viral, because what happened is Instagram algorithm finally found your audience that you need to hit, right? It's very simple. It's not complicated. You just have to understand that, every time you're uploading, even if you're not seeing the views come in, like you're not going viral, you're not getting followers, you're actually building like underground. If you know how like bamboo trees grow, they grow underground first, and like they grow very large underground, and then as they, get out of the ground, they start growing very quick. And that's what happens with Instagram. As you get your first viral video, what happens is Instagram already knows who to show your videos for you to reach, as many people as possible and have like the best watch time. So what happens when you have like one viral video? All your previous videos you've posted before start going viral too. That's the cool thing about it, right? They start going viral at the same time, and that's how you see these accounts, like, really, it's like a compound interest graph. It goes like from nothing to like skyrocketing like crazy. I've seen people go from like 20,000 followers to like 100,000 followers in like 2 days. Literally, like 2 days. Or you can go from like 300 followers to 10,000 followers in like a week, and then it will take you 3 more days to go to like 20,000 followers. And obviously it will stop at some point, but that's how you grow. And that's just what Instagram has to do to protect themselves, from spammers and stuff like that. Because imagine if you just create a new account, you upload a high quality post, which is viral, and you immediately go viral. It's not gonna happen. Instagram is not gonna let you do that. There would be so many like spammy accounts out there, which kind of opens the door for like spammers and propaganda and promoting stuff which shouldn't be on Instagram very easily, and they would have trouble, controlling that. So how they control it is they kind of throttle down the accounts which are new, and they don't let the account go viral right away. So it does take time, and there's not like a certain amount of days you need to upload or certain amount of videos, but there's definitely a breaking point where you go from like nothing to gaining thousands of followers a day, or even in some points tens of thousands of followers. So now you have the followers, in your desired niche. What do you do to monetize? Okay, So there are 5 ways to monetize, which I love the most. There are probably hundreds of thousands of ways, like if we really, really dive deep into it. But 5 like general ways to make money, which I love the most. So number one are shoutouts. Basically, you get a sponsor or an influencer, you promote them on your page. They send you just like a fixed amount of money for one post, and that's it. You post them, they send you the post. So you get the money first, then you get the post from them. You post that post at an agreed time, and that's it. You got the money. That's pretty much it. Also, what you do is you screen record the insights or how the post performed. You send it back to them, and they usually renew, and you can keep them in the loop. Or you can even, after a few times, sell them a bulk deal. So let's say they bought one shout out each time. Then you tell them, look, if you buy 10, I'll give you a 30% off deal. So let's say you charge $200 for one post, okay? You charge them $200 each for 3 posts, and you made $600. You're like, you know what? I like this client. I like working with them. Let me give them a deal. And you reach out to them, or they reach out to you. You tell them, look, if you buy 10 posts, it's not going to be 2,000. It's actually going to be like 1,400. Okay? Quick maths. That's 30% off. And they're going to be like, oh, that's like 140 a post. That's all right. So that's how you make money with Shoutout. It's the easiest way to make money. Then you have affiliate marketing. Very simple. If you never heard of affiliate marketing, you basically get a commission of a sold product of someone else, and they basically handle everything. All you need to do is drive traffic. That's it. They handle the customer support and the product and everything. You just take someone else's product, sell it to someone. Usually in the digital world, you get around 50% commission on average. So you sell something for $100, boom, you got $50 commission, and that's it. That's not your revenue, where they'll take out expenses out of it. No, that's like your profit. That's it. Obviously, you might have some costs like Canva or CapCut subscriptions, but like you get the $50 and it's clean. $50 for you. Then you have sponsored links. Okay, so I worked with something like Morning Brew, for example. They have a newsletter. Every time someone would enter their email on the landing page of their landing page, but with my like affiliate tag attached to it, I would get like a kickback from every lead. That was a really good deal. Also, B2B lead generation. So there are many businesses. Let's say you're in investment banking, and you have a few like big investment bankers following you. There's a lot of businesses who are willing to pay you like $50 to $100. I've seen even numbers for like $150 just to get a lead. And a lead could be like an email address and a name of a person who's like a specific caliber. Let's say they have an investment banking like fund or some small fund. They raised $5 million of their fund. You can easily charge like $100 for that lead. And fifth is actually having your own product. Obviously, you can have your own product and promote it as much as you want. So a few things to note: shoutouts and sponsored links are the easiest way to make money, but you'll make the least amount of money pretty much out of all of these if we're talking about like promoting something very hard. Then B2B lead generation and affiliate marketing, those are like the next level, the next step, and you'll make more, and you don't have to have your own product, but obviously it will take more work. Okay, and having your own product is obviously the hardest, but you'll make the most. Like, that's it. So that's pretty much it. That's how you make the money. To summarize, there are 4 steps. Choose a high profit niche. Use trendjacking to identify what's proven to work and repackage it. Number 3, post 3 reels a day. Okay, god damn it, it's so easy. Post 3 reels a day. That's it. That's all you need to do. And then obviously step number 4, when you have the following, monetize, starting with shoutouts, and then get into something more serious like affiliate marketing or even having your own product. So I appreciate the video, and if you want to learn more, check out the link in the description, and make sure to follow me at owner Arnas on Instagram.